Morning, everyone. Okay, today I'll show you a video on industrial buildings. Okay, a video that means from YouTube only I have searched. So, uh, you should go through that. You just see the video for industrial buildings. There are some details on that. The topics which is mentioned in the syllabus, those are there. So you can directly go through that. Okay, let me share my screen now. So wait, let me share. Listen to the video properly. Okay.
Parts of the building. Later on, later lessons will be designing one industrial shed. What are industrial buildings? So usually industrial buildings are low-rise steel structures. They are housing workshops or industries. This is a typical picture of the industrial shed. You can see all the components are steel, members, columns, beams, everything is created with steel, and even the different parts of bracings and supports are steel. So this is one industrial shed. Now what are the different classifications of the industrial buildings? So any building structure used by industry to store raw materials or for manufacturing products of the industry is known as the industrial building. So industrial buildings can either store raw materials or we will have lots of machinery to create some different products ranging from your smallest equipments, mobile phones, or computers, laptops, or even larger machinery such as cars, trucks, and so on. So industrial buildings may be categorized as normal type of industrial buildings and special type. Normal type of industrial buildings are shed type buildings with simple roof structures on open frames. These buildings are used for workshops or warehouses. So warehouses is where we store raw materials for your any kind of material, and workshop is where the machinery are placed and used. These buildings require large and clear areas unobstructed by the others. So to store raw materials to use machinery, you need a larger clear space without any columns. Whereas in the case of residential buildings, this is not the case. A large floor area provides sufficient visibility and facility for later change the production layout without major building alterations. The industrial buildings are constructed with adequate headroom for the use of an overhead traveling crane. So even to pick up raw materials, equipments, or even to use the machinery, sometimes these industrial buildings will have large gantry cranes on near the roof, for which ample of headroom is required. The headroom in industrial building vary from 15 meters to 20 meters or even more, depending on the size of a machinery to be kept inside, on the amount of materials to be kept inside, etc. Special type of industrial buildings are steel mill buildings used for manufacturing of heavy machines or production of power and so on. So these will be special type of buildings because they require kinds of flooring or area or even the lighting ventilation conditions because they have heavy machinery manufacturing or power is inside. Let us talk about the structural configuration. So typically, the base, the industrial buildings have frames spanning the width direction. There are different bays. Each bay begins with one portal frame kind of a arrangement. Several such frames are arranged in space at the required length. So the width will become the width of the frame. Let us say the width of the frame is 5 meters. These frames are placed at 4 meters interval each. So if 5 such frames are placed, then you will have 20-meter length and 5-meter width industrial building. Depending upon the requirement, several bays constructed adjoining each other. The choice of structural configuration depends upon the span, the rules of the columns, headroom, or the clearance required, the nature of material, and the type of lighting. So we'll be talking about the structural configuration of this lesson at the end, right away. If span is less than portal frames like steel frames or cable frames used. If the span is large, then building the trusses are used. This we are talking about the span of the portal frame. So this is the steel bend arrangement where you have steel columns and the steel beam supported by these columns. This is the cable frame where you have the columns which is supporting these inclined beams connected together. As the span increases, we will require a truss arrangement on the roof. Let us now talk about the floors of the industrial buildings. So industrial floors shall have sufficient resistance to abrasion, and acid action, and temperatures. Since industrial buildings are used for storage, let us say we are storing that is acid, chemicals, sunlight, then the flooring should be such that if there is any leakage, then the floor should not be ruined because we need to reuse the floor and keep the maintenance cost. The floor should be tough and should be back resistant, abrasion resistant, or temperature resistant. High strength or high performance concrete can satisfy most of these requirements economically and is the most common material. So you must have gone to various large stores such as Decathlon stores, the largest food store. You'll see the floor is made of the concrete, a polished concrete floor. Because when you're using which have large impact, then regular tiles, clay tiles, can be broken easily, which is why we use the flooring for industrial buildings. Foundation for vibrating machinery, such as reciprocating and high-speed rotating machinery, should be placed upon rock or firm ground, and it should be separated from the channel flow to avoid vibrations. In most of the cases where machinery is foundation of this the structure, because these vibrations will cause the flooring to crack or can even hamper the structural integrity of that. Now let us talk about the roof systems. So while planning a roof, the structural designer should look for the lightness, strength, waterproofing, insulation, fire resistance, cost, durability, and low maintenance charges. Sheeting, walling, and supporting roof trusses supported on column provide common structural roof system for buildings. The type of roof covering is insulating by the house property, the appearance from interior, weight, and the maintenance are the factors that while designing the roof. brittle sheeting like asbestos corrugated or even ductile sheeting with the galvanized iron or profile sheets used to help the roof cover. Usually, asbestos sheets are preferred corrugated sheets or regular roof material. The differential limits for purlins plus the type of separation because these sheets will have some loads. So these loads will be transferred to the purlins and ultimately to the truss. This is why this is the most important part of the structural design. So we have different types of roofs like pitched roof trusses. See, at truss, over truss. These are inclined members supported at either end with a connecting structural member in between. Then we have parallel chord trusses where the bottom and top chord are connected to each other. We have cape drive, toe girder, or a dice girder, etc. Then we have combination of four, which is a trapezoidal roof truss. Trapezoidal form of truss like this. So on looking at the cross section of one of frame, you can see we have foundation which supports the column. This column is bolted or anchored to the foundation while it is set. These are the eaves of strut or you can say tie. This is the rafter. We have main rafter or you can say rafter. On top of the rafter, there are purlins. These are anchored sections which will support the sheeting. You can see the sheeting is provided like this, bolted or screwed. Then we have side rails. We can have wall because we also keep the interior safe from the elements outside. Walls are provided, doors, windows, etc. up to a certain height as required. This is the apex arch, eaves arch, and the floor level. So this is what we'll be designing in the industrial shed design. There will be live loads, dead loads, effect of wind, which all needs to be considered while doing the structural design. Now let us talk about lighting. So industrial operations can be carried most efficiently when adequate is provided. The requirements of good lighting are its intensity and uniformity. So the lighting should be intense enough that the workers can see what they are working on, and it should be uniformly spread throughout the interior of the structure. Since natural light is free, it is economical and wise to use the daylight as most satisfactory for illumination in industrial plants. Because providing lots of electrical lighting system or having expensive cost, and to avoid that it is best to design the structure in such a way that maximum use of the natural light is done. Side windows are of much value in lighting the interiors of small buildings. But when you talk about larger structures, larger spans, then these side windows will not be able to penetrate enough till the middle of the building, where we provide monitors. See what these monitors are. So this is monitor, which will have side windows and can illuminate the middle of the building as well. So when this span is larger, windows will not be able to penetrate enough the middle. So for this, we provide monitors. If the span is smaller, the windows are sufficient. Now let us talk about ventilation. Ventilation of the industrial building is important because ventilation is used for removal of heat, eliminating the dust created inside to circulate the air properly. It can be done by means of natural forces such as aeration or by mechanical equipment like fans. Provide fans to remove the heat. You must have seen those globe-like structures on the roof of the building or the industrial sheds which rotate. Now these structures are used to eliminate the heat created inside, and the heated air rises above and goes out these vents. The large height of the roof may be used advantageously by providing low level inlets and high level outlets of the air. Now let us talk about the parts of industrial shed. So this is the general typical diagram of an industrial shed. The red are the main rafters. The black lines are the exquisite. The green ones are purlins, which will have roof sheeting on top of it. The height from floor to the bottom of the roof is the eave height. The blue is the end wall rafter. The last tie for the strut is the eave strut. Then we have the columns, main columns. These red longitudinal based numbers are called girth. They have advantages in such a way that you can provide wiring, plumbing through these kind of supports, as well as they keep the stand fixed. Then we can have door jamb, window frame. This one distance between two columns is a bay. These are the interior bays, and this one is the end wall bay. You can have two end wall bays on either end. Then we have door header, the front. Then overhead door jamb, the end wall post, and wall bracings. These are the main parts of the structure. We are designing such a structure. So the most important design is of that of the roof truss, where we have to design the organs, the rafters, then the next important part is the column design. The rest of the material or the doors, etc., are very easy and do not require structural designing aspects. Let us talk about structural framing. So after deciding the layout, column rows are located as per the clearance requirement. So the first step is to locate the column. Usually 4 to 8 meter column spacing is provided. Then the locations of opening, lintels, doors, and wall columns is fixed. The type and pitch of truss is chosen. The panel lengths are worked out, and position of purlins are marked. Lateral bracings are provided, and details of door, roof, walls, and partitions are then worked out. So all these are the various steps to go with while you are designing the industrial building.
Understood? Your industrial buildings.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
So this was your industrial buildings. So many topics were there you have seen. Hello? Okay. So in the industrial buildings, these were the topics which you need to know. The theory portions. This was the theoretical portions. Theory is only mainly in industrial buildings. Okay. So go through this once properly. I'll share the link again. If you want, you can go through. Or in the next class again, I can show you there. This industrial buildings, these topics, the components, the truss members, these things are important. Okay, so for industrial buildings, you go through this same theories which it is explained here. Okay, in the video. Next, I think we have in the third class, we'll be taking this analysis. We'll meet in the analysis AOS class. Now, give me your attendance. I'll take the attendance. Okay, this industrial building part is done here, okay, because all the things whichever was to be included in your industrial buildings topic, it is already given in this video. Pura, it is given very clearly, it is mentioned and it is explained also very beautifully. So I directly showed you this video so that you can understand. Okay, this is section B. So give me your attendance. 10, 12, DOS. Roll number 64. Roll number 64. 65.
65 President ma'am.
67.
67 President ma'am.
69.
President ma'am.
70. 70. 72. 73.
73, ma'am.
74. 75.
Yes, ma'am. 75.
76. 76. 77.
Yes, ma'am.
Basanta
77.
Rajvangshi.
Yes, ma'am.
Pane Akash. Lobsang. Bhuvan.
Bhuvan present, ma'am.
Muden Rai. Muden Rai. Boa.
President ma'am.
Qatar de Burma.
Yes, ma'am.
Abu Talib Siddiqui. Abu
Yes,
Talib Siddiqui.
yes, ma'am.
Cyrus. Rajesh Thakur.
Present, ma'am. Rajesh.
Okay. Lency.
Present ma'am.
Robila.
Present ma'am.
Your voices are so low. Okay. 94. Ruben de Burma. Ruben de Burma. Titpal de Burma. Titpal de Burma. Songkuru Terang. Manish Das. Debajit Bhomik.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Debajit Bhomik. Debajit
Ma'am,
Bhomik.
Manish, ma'am, present.
Okay. Debajit Bhomik.
Absent.
Banker. Rajan Maling. Bansaraling. Visasito Kerhu. Oh
Present, ma'am.
my god. Oh, Kafur de Burma. Kafur de Burma.
Yes, ma'am. Kapador.
I think it's
President Kapador.
he. I mean, put down the next. Oh, 1 minute. Huh?
Ma'am, 115 present.
Okay. Kafur Debarma. Kafur
Present,
Debarma.
ma'am.
Present. Barney Debarma. Barney Debarma. Xavier Debarma. All Debarma. Xavier Debarma. Tatang Taga.
Yes, ma'am.
Sagar Debarma. Freddy. Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
Martin.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Nangram Chare. Tanapeki. Tana Nagatara. Shoel Roshan.
Present, ma'am.
Milky Star.
Present, ma'am.
uh, Nurang Tado. Tok Hassan. Rogenlu. Taraland. Biru Zamatia. Nabam Dasang. Tani Talom.
Yes, ma'am.
Tani Talom. Michael. Tasika. Tasika. Lashram. Chosen.
Present, ma'am.
Chosen present. Okay.
Ma'am, 82 present, ma'am.
I'm calling out the absentees roll number. If you are present, you just inform, okay? Absentees are 70, 72, 74, 76, 81, 83, 89, 94, 95, 96, 98, 100, 102, 110, 116, 117, 121, 122, 125, 126, 127, 132, 135, 137, 139, 140, 142, integrated 1, 2, 3,
Present, ma'am. One present, ma'am.
okay, 2, 3, absent. Okay, in the AOS class, we'll meet in the third class. We'll complete that last sum which we had done in the AOS class. Okay, thank you.